Today I'm taking brownies to the backyard. We're baking some brownies on the pellet smoker, but the most important part of this video is not the brownies, it's not the caramel sauce, it is the homemade bacon salt, which will probably become your new go-to seasoning blend for just about everything. I'm gonna show you how to do it. First thing we gotta do to make our bacon salt is cook our bacon. Now you can just do this in a pan. I've already got the smoker preheated, so I've lined a baking sheet with foil and a flat resting rack so the grease can drip away. I'm gonna lay out my strips of bacon right on top, put it in the 325 smoker, and just let it run. Now the trick with the bacon when you're making bacon salt is that it has to be very, very crispy. Even if you're regularly a chewy bacon person, you have to render out as much of this fat as you can. Having that super crispy bacon is really key when it comes to breaking it apart so that you have perfectly uniform pieces inside of your salt. This is just center cut, regular bacon. Not thin sliced, not super thick. That really won't change anything in the final result of your bacon salt other than how long it takes to cook your bacon. All right, onto the smoker, 325 degrees. Now this will probably take 20 to 25 minutes. While that's rolling, I'm gonna start making my brownies. Now you can use bacon salt on a ton of things. Treat it honestly like salt, but with bacon in it. I think it works beautifully with dessert applications. So we're gonna be doing some brownies with caramel and we're gonna sprinkle the top with our bacon salt. You could also use this on just like regular chicken breast. Salt, bacon salt, pepper, beautiful chicken breast with that porky goodness. If you're making caramels with flaky salt or chocolate chip cookies, anywhere that you would put like a flaky finishing salt, bacon salt will be your new go-to. You'll wanna have it on hand all of the time. Now, since this is more about the bacon salt than what we're putting it on today, I'm choosing easy and we're gonna do some box mix brownies. I've got a bottle of caramel sauce. If you have a favorite recipe for brownies or caramel, by all means, go homemade, take it from scratch. I'm choosing easy today. And just make your brownies according to package directions. Brownies are in the pan, bacon's cooking on the smoker. Once that is done, we'll pull it off, make our bacon salt. We're actually gonna layer in caramel and bacon salt to the uncooked brownie mix before we bake it off. The smoker was taking a long time and I got bored, so I decided to finish my bacon in a pan. Honestly, however you cook your bacon works great as long as it's really well rendered and super crispy. All right, I got my crispy bacon. It's crunchy, that's what we're going for. I'm gonna break it up and put it into a food processor. You can use a knife to chop if you like, you can use a blender. I like a food processor because it gives me the smaller pieces that I'm really looking for. I'm just gonna do an initial little break so they fit down in there. And then pulse until I get nice, tiny pieces of crumbled bacon. Oh, it's perfect. I'm happy with the consistency of these little bacon crumbles. We've essentially made bacon sprinkles. Just add your bacon to a bowl, and then about 8 or 9 pieces of bacon to a half a cup of salt. I like to use kind of the flakier kosher salt because I think it gives a really nice consistency to have those bigger flakes of salt with these bacon pieces. Now I just mixed this together with my hands and I actually use my fingers to kind of rub the salt and the bacon together. This is gonna make the bacon taste saltier and the salt taste baconier. More bacony. And that, my friends, is bacon salt. I like to put this in a lidded jar. Keep it in your refrigerator because it has bacon in it. There's enough salt, it will probably be fine, but I'm a refrigerator person. I know it extends the life and keeps everything fresh. And you can use it, like I said, in place of salt in a number of ways. But I'm ready to pop this onto some brownies. Now, these brownies are fantastic because they get the zhuzhy treatment from the get-go. So I'm gonna drizzle a couple tablespoons of my caramel sauce onto the brownies before I bake. It kind of drips down into the batter as it cooks, so you get these ultra fudgy, caramely brownies before you even slice. And then I'm gonna sprinkle in about a teaspoon of my bacon salt as it cooks. You'll get little bacon pieces throughout every single bite of brownie. Now, this box calls for 325, 40 to 45 minutes. My smoker's at 325, so I'm gonna pop these in. Sometimes things, especially baked goods, cook a little bit differently in a pellet smoker than they do in an oven because this is convection style cooker and there's a fan constantly circulating the heat. So I'll start checking these at about 30 to 35 minutes, but this is a thick cast iron pan. Could be a little over, could be a little under, but we'll just keep an eye on them so we're ready to go when the brownies are ready to go. Okay, our brownies are clocking at about 210 degrees, which it seems silly to temperature test baked goods, but I promise it'll give you a better result than just sticking a toothpick in there and seeing what's what. 210's a sweet spot for most baked things. They retain a lot of moisture, but they're cooked all the way through and everything is set. Okay, these are gonna chill. I'm gonna let them cool for 10 minutes or so before I try and slice them and get them out of the pan and top them with more caramel and more bacon salt. And I should probably let these cool off more, but I ain't gonna. I'm just gonna go for it because they smell pretty good. All right, I'm going for the corner piece because I am a corner piece girl, especially when they're cooked in cast iron. Gorgeous. Now here's the magic, ready? Some of this caramel sauce is already in there, obviously, but you gotta hit it with some more. It's really important. The extra sweetness in the caramel is really what's gonna set off the saltiness of that bacon salt. Oh, that smells so good. I mean, come on. A rainy day like today calls for brownies, and these could not be more over the top. I mean, for a box mix, that's a pretty wicked good brownie. Plus, the caramel and the bacon salt makes it feel so bougie. It balances out the richness of the brownie, the sweetness of the caramel sauce. I mean, listen, you're cheating, but it doesn't feel like you're cheating. You know what I'm saying? Also a good brownie. Okay, I'm gonna go hide in a closet and eat the rest of this where no one will judge me. I hope you guys give this recipe a try. Tell me what you think you're gonna use bacon salt on in the comment section below. I know I listed a couple things, but I feel like you'll probably have even better ideas than I did. We'll see you next time.